Hello, welcome to Music and Stuff. I'm Rob Lewis, and it's an and stuff week. And this week I am reviewing issue number 11 of the Red Dwarf Smegazine. On the front cover here, the Inquisitor asks, "Are you worthy of life? Exposed Rimmer's sex life." £1.50. Number 11. This is January, but it's actually published in December 1992. We have a little editorial, another episode of Androids, the fictional soap featuring Australian androids. And news from the Dwarf here. We've got talk about a Red Dwarf film. I mean, that's still never happened. The program guide being released. The news that Hattie Hayridge would no longer be in Red Dwarf. So that's how long ago this is. It's before Series 6 was even made. Craig Charles being the Zone Warden in Cyber Zone. I vaguely remember that. Maid Marian, obviously featuring Danny John Jules, and Grant and Layla doing a new sitcom called The 10%ers. Red Dwarf 4 on video. It's just a little review. I mean, apart from the cover, there's no like extras. So all you're reviewing are the episodes themselves. So don't really know what. I haven't read it. I think I did back then. I can't remember. But it's yeah. I remember collecting those. I went to Woolworths with pocket money to buy those. Here we have Wetware, an original comic strip. I don't really get this one. Script by Keller and Hill, art by Alan Burrows, letters by Elita Fell. I'm not sure what's going on with these board games being ejected into space and stuff. Yeah, this is not my favourite of the original strips, I'm not going to lie. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Maybe I wasn't in the right frame of mind reading it. The artwork's great and everything. Like Lister gets like made into like AI. This is back then they're talking about AI. So Holly has to go in and rescue him, and I think Lister fancies Holly. It's just a bit bizarre. Playing pool, getting drunk. I think there's a question mark over whether they slept together. And it's very strange. It's not very clear. Not very clear at all. So a bit disappointed with that one, I have to say. An interview with Paul Jackson, the director. Fine. I haven't read it. I've not read much of this one, to be fair. I've been so busy with my other videos. I haven't had time to do much reading of Red Dwarf magazines from 30 odd years ago. Judgment Day, and this is something about the Inquisitor, and it's something that readers were asked to send in or vote for who should be spared or something. Dwayne Dibley was erased. Kachansky was erased. Vera Duckworth was erased. Norman Wisdom was spared, as was Wilma Flintstone and Judge Dredd. Weird. Rimmer's Angels. What does Arnold Rimmer think of as the most important thing in his life? So this is a little article about the women in Rimmer's life. It says Dr. Hildegard Landstrom, Sabrina Mulholland Jones, who's actually with Lister, Nirvana Crane, the two slave people, the Camille hologram, Rimmer's mum, and Yvonne Magruder. Then we've got 4 pages of Infinity Welcomes Careful Readers, which is the book thing, book review. So you've got obviously Infinity Welcomes Careful Drivers, you've got Better Than Life, you've got the official Red Dwarf Companion. I do believe I've got all of those. I've certainly got those two. If I haven't got that, then I've read someone else's copy of it. Then we get the omnibus of both together. I think I've got that as well. and The Reconstructed Heart by Robert Llewellyn. I haven't got that or read that. Holograms, letters. Nothing really of any interest in that one, not going to lie. Then we get The Inquisitor. Now this is quite interesting. Mirror image. So it's like the Inquisitor gets his own strip, okay, and it's written by Kitching and Noble, art by Nigel Kitching, lettering by Alitta Fell. 5th of November, doesn't say a year, but there's a boat there. Jan Ludwig Hock. Now, I had to look this up. This was very relevant to current affairs at the time. And this is where it's dated slightly. But Jan Ludwig Hock was the birth name of shamed millionaire Robert Maxwell. Yeah. Who disappeared. It was alleged that he fell off his yacht in the ocean. His daughter Ghislaine Maxwell has gone on to do great things, as we know. Oh, yeah, go on. Hello, Holiday Rob here from Croatia. Just want to let you know, if you're enjoying this video, thanks very much for watching. But don't forget to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and of course the alarm notification bell, so you know when my videos are coming out. And yeah, if you're interested, I've got social network stuff, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, not Twitter though. And I've also got a Patreon, so you can find me there. It's in the description. Links for everything's in the description. And yeah, I'm going to hand you back again, because otherwise Studio Rob gets frustrated. Thank you. Yes, Ghislaine Maxwell has gone on to do some wonderful things, as we're all aware. But this is, I guess it's quite clever, but it is very dated. Jan Ludwig Hock, who's a guy that after the First World War did lots to help his country. Obviously that doesn't look like Robert Maxwell, but did a whole load to help his country. But the Inquisitor still deemed him not worthy of existence, so he erased him, and there was only one other version of Jan Ludwig Hock to be rebirthed, respawned, and that's the Robert Maxwell one. And then the Inquisitor realises that he can't undo it, so he pushes him off the boat. It's quite funny. It's a good bit of fun, quite clever as well. But like I say, you had to have been there. You've kind of seen it all, like, going on in the in real life. In real time. Red Dwarf Series 5, Grant and Naylor Look Back. Yeah, this is just a little like recap over there, talking about Series 5 that had just been broadcast. An advert for Superman magazine, and you get a fantastic free badge. Red Dwarf, which is Holly, freeze if you want to read it. And then we get part 2 of Nerds on Drugs. Sorry, part 2 of Jake Bullitt, The Case of the Cashed-In Contestant. Part 2 is called Nerds on Drugs. And it's continuing on from the Jake Bullitt comic strip of the previous issue. It's a bit bonkers. Interesting art. It's kind of like photos, but not photos. I know that style has a name, but I don't know what it is. And there's also no credits, as it was the same in the last issue. No credits on that story. And then we get Craig Charles as Dave Lister on the back cover. So, not the best issue of the Smegazine, but it's alright. It's, you know, at the time I think I was a bit more into it. I would have read it from front to back, I think, at the time. But, yeah, what do you want for £1.50? Imagine trying to do it. And what magazine's going for now? What would that be if it was out today? It's going to be £6 or £7, isn't it? That's mental. But there we go. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later, Bill and Ted.